Hey guys, I wanted to talk about some of the stuff we have going on tomorrow on the 20th. Firstly, I want to apologize. I do have a cold, so I'm a little sore and raspy, and I might keep it a little brief. Gonna try not to hack up a lung on screen, but it's entirely possible. Tomorrow is International Astrology Day. I'm kind of excited about that one. I had no idea until I looked at my calendar earlier. Another thing we have going on is the spring equinox. Back in the olden days, this was used to signify the beginning of the year. We have winter that's kind of the dead zone there at the end, and spring is new life. So when you hear the word spring, you associate things with new growth, all of that, the greenness, the plushness, we all know. The sun is also going to move into Aries. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac calendar, and this will be the first day of the zodiac year. When you have things at 0 degrees like this, the energy is more intense. So we'll have that super Aries energy going on. And it's a little unstable and unpredictable. It's not firmly into the sign. I mean, this is, in astrology, the closest to a cusp you can be is when you hit 0 degrees. Aries is a fiery go-getter. They can be bossy, they can be confrontational, but in the end of the day, you're not going to tell an Aries person no. They'll figure out 6 ways through, over, around, or underneath an obstacle before eventually hitting it head on. That's kind of the nature of the Aries. They're ruled by their symbol is the ram, so that's kind of what you can picture as them and their horns just going right at things. To draw away from that, or not really draw away from that, but when you have full moons, which we will tomorrow, they are opposite the sun. So where these oppositions are called sister signs, there's a lot of things where they line up and agree. There's other areas where it is totally foreign and completely on the opposite end of the spectrum. Where Aries can be fiery and brash and confrontational, Libra is a diplomat. They see both sides, but both of them are starters, and they're, especially because they're cardinal signs, so they're both good initiators. The full moon isn't actually until later in the evening, and before that, we're going to see the moon make a lot of contacts as it travels through Virgo to Libra. So when we see the moon hit a lot of planets, it's going to show our emotions getting pulled in a lot of different directions. We've all kind of been going through the Mercury retrograde phase where we're all just kind of emotionally spent. There's miscommunications, we've had things breaking down, people we never wanted to talk to coming back, and people that we maybe did. And retrogrades are kind of meant for recentering, refocusing, and reevaluating. I've personally been using mine to look at the things that I do and decide what I should keep doing, things that I'm ignoring that I need to keep doing, and things that I really want to keep doing. Retrogrades aren't really a good time to start things, but I found that this has been a really good time for me to start making a list of things I do actually want to begin after the retrograde ends. So when the moon is going through Virgo, it's going to oppose all those Pisces signs, the Mercury retrograde, the Neptune, and the Sun. So that's going to pull the difference between Pisces and their watery dreaminess, the sleepiness, the involvement in their own world, to the realism of Virgo, where they're paying attention to the details, and it can be critical. So what I kind of see happening tomorrow is a lot of emotional upheaval. We probably will have some conflicts or some situations that come up that really make us look at who we are on the inside, the way we react instinctually. But I will say, with all of the drag-backness, the sleepiness, the daydreaminess that Pisces has going on right now for us, the Aries and Libra energy is going to provide a let's go, let's do this thing. So I would use this energy to kind of harness, let's make some steps towards how we're going to stay out of these Mercury retrograde situations that we're experiencing once Mercury goes back direct. It will become direct on the 28th of March, but then you have the post-shadow period. If there's things that you didn't get addressed, get settled during the actual retrograde, they will come slam you during the shadow period afterwards. So definitely take care of those things. The Sun in Aries is going to bring an air of confrontation. You're going to want to say the things you want to say. You're going to want to you might find yourself getting more irritated more easily. Aries is ruled by Mars. Try to really stop and think on your words before you actually speak. That's where you harness the power of Libra the diplomat. Or maybe to further harness Libra, put yourself in the other person's shoes. Try to see it from their side. Because as long as the Sun is in Aries and Mercury is still retrograde, the things that you may be saying have the complete potential to be perceived wrong. So even if you're making your confrontation, making your stand for yourself, and it's not a bad idea that you're standing up for yourself, it could be taken the wrong way. So maybe take this time to really think about how you want to address any situations that may come up. So to kind of recap, this is some good cardinal energy. Things will start to move forward and move out of the direction, which I think is perfectly timed towards the end of this retrograde to start to make your steps for the things you want to fully start. This, like I said, is the beginning of a new zodiac year, so you have a whole new cycle that you can start and get working on tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching again. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, and I'll see you guys next time.